Go ahead.
What's up? Hello? Yo. Wait, hold up. Oh yes, before you start this whole rundown, I don't mean to cut you off, but I didn't want to just ignore your call. I'm actually low-key in the middle of an interview right now.
Yeah, just text me when you're done.
Yes, I will.
Alright.
Peace. You heard that. He was like, woo!
Nice.
Okay. Hi, I'm Lea Godoy, and I am one half of First Ladies. So therefore I do video art and a lot of photography and drawing, and I like to just make art whether I'm good at it or not good at it. I just love making art, so it's the way I express myself. That's a good question. Honestly, I can't remember why I wanted to pick up a camera, but I do remember when I was younger that whenever, like, I remember like the first Mother's Day that I could really like give a gift to my mom, I was like, I want to make a movie. Like, that was like the first time where I was like, I want to make something with my brother where it looks just hella funny and makes her laugh and she can watch it over and over again. And so I remember we made a little movie, and it was just basically like a series of commercials of just like he was like, are your socks too small? Like, get these big socks. And we were younger, you know, so socks were just huge on him, or like stupid shit like that. Like, we would just make stupid films. And then I kind of took that into high school, and then when you could pick your classes in high school, I was like, oh, I want to pick a video class, that'd be dope. So then once I did that, I was definitely into it, and then took there was only one class, and if you took it again, you wouldn't get more credits for it, but I retook it every single year, and then I just ended up like, I don't know, and then college came, and then I was like, man, I don't know what I would be good at. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to go to law school. I'm not going to go to be a doctor. And I was like, well, the whole time I've liked video, so maybe I should try art school. Didn't work out for me anyway, but I went to art school too, so I tried it all. And then after that, I was like, well, I just love video, no matter what, it's there for me. And it makes me feel good, and it feels like I'm good at it, so I'm like, why not just do it? So really, I guess Mother's Day was what made me pick up the camera. Okay. Cornish was cool. Cornish was definitely, and I'll still miss it till this day because it's a super art school. Cornish is pure art. Like, you go in there and like everybody's based on their concepts or what's behind the art, and why did you come up with this, and why are you feeling this way, and what led you to this. It's not just like a school where you can be like, oh, I just made this, check it out. People are gonna be like looking for hidden meanings. Like, it's very much about the art. It's not so much about even the end result. It's like, why did you make this? So Cornish was cool because it really brought out like inner kind of demons or even good things, or it's weird to go to school for art in general, but Cornish really brings out like the deeper roots to why you're making the art. Whereas I feel like if you go to like a different school that's not Cornish, I mean, it could be, or any other art school. I've never gone to another art school, but I feel like other art schools, like, I don't know, I just know that Cornish really brings out like that deep, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a deep something, and you'll fight with the teachers too. Cornish was cool because you could really be in the classroom like fighting with the teachers. They'll be like, I don't see why you did that, and you'll be like, dog, it's my art, and you'll be really defending it and like get super defensive about it and leave class hella pissed. But then you'll look at it and be like, damn, she was kind of right though. I should have kind of low-key did that. And so, I don't know, Cornish was cool. It was just always a roller coaster, and you had your humanities classes where you would do write papers on art and stuff. So Cornish was definitely a huge learning experience for me. I feel like I learned the most in that year, especially like everybody else was doing normal college where they were like at USC or UW or something, and you know, just the big college experience. That was the other thing, it's a small college, so you're really kind of encapsulated with the arts. Everybody's doing art all the time. You go to lunch, people talk about art. You're on break, people are talking about art. You go, like, there's nothing else going on in that school besides art. There's no drama really. There's no, I mean, nobody really talks about their boyfriends or girlfriend problems. Nobody talks about their anything except for, fuck, I need to get this done. Like, hold on, you want to meet in the photo lab later? Or you want to, like, we'll go behind the cars and shoot this video real quick, and this will be my art project for the day. Or, you know, it's always like super surrounded about art, so it's cool. I like Cornish because of that. Cheers to Cornish for being an art school, because I wouldn't have it any other way. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough, especially because I feel like it's easy. I don't know what it is about human nature or what the status quo, what we became, why Earth is like this, but when a woman does something sexually, it's definitely going to be like brought up to the next level just because. Or even if it's not sexually, even if it's just I'm trying to just do this video. I mean, I've definitely even had other girls say like, you're just trying to be a groupie, you're just trying to do this, or you're just trying to see what's up with this guy, but you're really not about all the other stuff. Like, they just think that you're not in it for the right reasons. So it's tough as a girl because you're trying to, I don't know, it feels like you're trying to defend yourself sometimes, but at the end of the day, you got to know that if they don't see what you're seeing, then it's not even worth trying to explain to them. You just have to keep seeing your vision and keep your eye on the prize. Just like, boom, boom, this is what I want to be doing. And I just feel like for women, it is a double standard for sure, and it's just also like, you're not taken seriously. That's the other thing. It's like, you'll come in and be like, I'm here shooting this interview, and I've been with Casey and been like, we're about to shoot this interview, like, we're doing this, nah. And then they'll be like, oh, I have to double check. But I've seen it where like guys will come in and be like, yep, we're doing this. And then be like, yep, oh yeah, we talked to you, you're in, you know? And it's like, it's just because I'm not a guy. Like, I'm not taken seriously because it looks like I'm a groupie hoe trying to get back here. But no, I'm really like, just want this. I don't even actually want to be here. I'd rather be at home in bed. So just let's wrap this up and I'm out of here. Just being a girl in this kind of, or woman or lady or whatever you want to be called, like being a feminine energy in this game is definitely something that it's game changing for real, because people, and once you are taken seriously, people kind of like, they'll definitely use that to their advantage and say, well, it's like, you know, she's gonna be sweeter to me, she won't charge me, like I'll just squeeze in this part of her life, or I'll just be over here and I'll become friends with her and she won't charge me, or whatever it is. And you're like, dog, take me as seriously as you take your homie, because we're not getting in bed together. I'm not gonna call you later. I'm only gonna call you when it's time to get paid or when we're gonna move on, like, and when we're trying to do the next project, you know? Like, people don't take you seriously either. It's like, that's the thing I fight all the time, is like not being taken seriously ever. People really, really try to play like you're not doing what you're doing, and you're like, just put me, say that guy on the street was asking you the same question, you would come at him totally differently. You would be like, oh, so what do you do, and start asking questions, versus being like, sweetheart, it's okay, like we'll do this another day, you know? And it's like, don't brush me off like that, because I know one day you're gonna be like, damn, I wish I got that from her. I wish she had shot me that one day for that video, because had she have done it, it would have been way filthier than my homeboy with the camera that I just said was like, oh yeah, shoot my video, and it turned out like, come on, bro. You know, people just have a hard time with art in general, because like feminine energy is just, people think, oh, they're all about their feelings, or they did this way. It's like, you know what? Say what you want, but you don't know me at the end of the day. Even if one female is like this, I might be different. Or just like if one guy is like this guy might be different, you know? Like, we talk about different things. We're different people. People are in different energies, and people like to group, at least I know people like to group women together as a certain thing, which we're not. Right. We're all very different, so. And we all stand for different things, and some people have beliefs that don't work for other people, and whatever. So being a female energy is a little harder, but it's not even harder. It's basically just you gotta grow up knowing that it's low-key gonna be that way, and you just gotta be like, you know what, that's cool, I'll prove them all wrong, or I'll prove them all right, whoever wants to believe what. But you know, I'm gonna do it for me at the end of the day, and I want it to inspire other people, especially women. I want them to know that it's not just men, everything's men. Like, no, there's definitely bosses of bosses of bosses at the top. The CEO could be a woman, you know? So just believe that. I try not to put myself in that bubble where it's so hard for a woman. I try not to even think that way. I'm just like, I'm coming in here like, I'm about to get this work done. It's gonna get done. Right. That's like really how I come in there. I really don't even think about that too much, because if I do, then I'm really kind of putting myself somewhere that I don't want to be. I want to be looked at, and I'm not going to say I want to be looked at as a man, but I want to be looked at just as respected, and I just want to live, at least to see the point where there is no...
You just want equality.
Yeah, for everybody.
Across the board. Across
the board, like, you know? Across everything. Woman, man, age, skin color, everything. It should be equal. Because and I've seen a picture, you know, you've probably all seen it, but like the skeleton, and it's just like, at the end of the day, we're all the same. It's just a skeleton. And it's like, yeah, we're all just bones and skin. Right. And we all have energy inside of us, and that's different. But everything on the inside is the same. We're all just this thing. Like, you know? So it should never be like some other shit. Ever. Right. Ever. With anybody. And everybody who ever makes you feel less they're less inside, so just don't worry about them. And it's not don't be mean to them, it's not be mean to them, I mean it's just don't worry about them. Just show them why they should change their ways.
Right.
And think differently. Don't be mean to them, because that's not going to help anything. If anything, that's going to prove their point of like, oh yeah, she's just too crazy. Like, no, I'm not going to think that. So that's it. That's just how I think. That's a long ass answer, I know.